Good morning, everybody. A big thank you for being with me today on December 29th. I'm Kathy. Welcome to Yarn with Heart. So happy you're here today. Today in this yarn chat, I will be sharing my submissions to a Flower of the Month crochet along and a lovely pattern that has been gifted to me. Also squares made to send to Michigan as part of a blanket that will be auctioned for charity. A shawl made for the local prayer shawl group, and some tips I learned making it. A few pictures were sent by a viewer of some beautiful baby blankets that she has been donating. One of those is an inspiration for my January knitting project. Those I'll be showing here as well. In a second video today, I will be opening a bag of some yarn that got a bit lost during shipping. Next Friday will be events of the month, a couple of the events that I am following, a yarn chat about frog or not to frog 2023 whips, and a yarn stash talk. If you subscribe and ring the notification bell, you won't miss those next videos. So the first thing that I'll be chatting with you about today, these are squares for the It's Raining Yarn charity blanket. They'll be sent to Russ in Michigan. It's the Sundial Motif and Throw by Salena Baca from American Crochet Association. It's free on her website and also available as a paid pattern on Ravelry. For this one, I used a 5mm hook and Brava worsted stripes in the Spice Cabinet colorway. So I was able to get 2 of these from one skein of the yarn, and I did have a bit of the yarn left after I made these 2. I also did a few other squares to send to Russ, and these are just a personal pattern that I just used my own idea to make with a simple granny square. There's no actual pattern for this. The hook I used was a 5mm hook, and the yarns were Bernat Super Value in the color Denim Ombre and the color Winter White. And with the Denim Ombre, I was able to get 4 of these. They're all the same color variation. 4 of them from one skein, and the skein is 5 ounces. The Winter White was leftovers from one of my blankets that I made previously, and this is how much yarn I had left. So that's my first item. I enjoyed doing this sundial so well that I started making some additional ones, and that one I'm going to actually make enough to do a full-size blanket for a teen donation, and show that a little later as I get that one completed. That's a work in progress. The next item for today is a shawl that I made for the local knit and crochet in-person group. This one is made with a Finding Balance pattern. I used a 4.5mm crochet hook. The yarns I used were Premier DK Colors Anti-Pilling in the colorway Nimbus. And there's some tips that I learned when I was making this one. I'll stand back so you can see the entire shawl. The first time that I made this, I tried it just off of the cake, using the colors as they came off of the cake. And I decided to frog it and then pull each of the colors off of the cake and color control. I didn't care for the striping and color blocks as it worked directly from the cake. And I also took the cream color out and replaced it with this white from the Mary Maxim Mellow Spun yarns. I had found on Yarn Sub that Mary Maxim Mellow Spun was a very good yarn match, and it did work very well. You can't really tell that it didn't come originally from the cake. I'm happier with it done in this way. I do want to do this pattern again. I have to say that I would like to do it with a fade or a speckle or a solid when I do this pattern on another time. I love the way that it changes in width. I really like this trim, and I definitely will make this pattern another time. It's a paid pattern, and it's by CJ Brady. Now, speaking about Judy's Creations in Crochet, I'm very, very grateful to Judy. She sent me a lovely pattern of my choice from Ravelry because I was one of the winners of a gift in her 12 Days of Christmas game. She has some videos that she did during Advent, and there were lovely, lovely yarns that she received from some mainly Canadian yarn dyers and one that was from overseas. The pattern that I chose will be very helpful as I challenge myself in my knitting skills. It is the Knit Heart blanket pattern by Deborah O'Leary. And what I didn't realize until I looked closely, it's actually having instruction for both a baby blanket and a full-size blanket. So I thank you so much, Judy, for this beautiful gift. And it does have many stitches within the blanket, so I look forward to that helping me to increase my knitting skills. Also, Judy has her flower of the month, Crochet Along. This is the last month that she did a flower. If anybody would like to participate, starting in January, she will have Tropical Bird of the Month, and that's going to be very exciting with bright, colorful ways to explore and challenge ourselves in our crochet. Although I don't have the actual items, I can put a picture on the screen of the entry that I have for the flower of the month for December. She had holly as the flower for December, and I showed my items on December 15th video if you want more information, but it was my Mary Maxim Cheery holiday pocket set and the easiest Christmas crochet gift card holder stocking that I submitted to Judy. The last item for today are viewer submissions from Donna. I wondered and asked if someone who also makes baby blankets for charity could send me a couple of her ideas that she likes to use for donations. And Donna was so helpful. She sent me pictures by email, and she has agreed to me sharing them and her first name here. One of them is a variation of Granny's favorite pattern. This one is done in knitting, and that pattern has encouraged me so much. I'm trying one of these blankets for my 30 minutes a day knitting challenge. I'll put a picture of Donna's knit here up in the corner. The second picture is of a lovely corner to corner using multicolors, and Donna said there is a tutorial by Mikey at the Crochet Crowd for this one. It really is pretty and cheerful done in these yarns. If anyone would like to share pictures or pattern ideas, please do email me. I'm happy to include your ideas so we can all learn from each other. So to everyone, thank you so much for joining me. Have a wonderful weekend. Enjoy your crochet. Enjoy your knitting. And I hope to see you next Friday.